Hi, my name's Chris from Driver Training Limited. We've been audit registered trainers since 2007. We have trained hundreds and hundreds of people to take the ADI Part 2 test. And in today's quick video, we're going to give you our top tips to help you towards passing the ADI Part 2 driving test. Welcome to Driver Training. So our first tip then, choose your test time and location wisely. What do we mean? Well, if you're taking the ADI Part 2, there's no point booking an early test if you're not used to getting up till midday. Likewise, if you are kind of nervous or you think I'm going to be really nervous on this test, don't book a late afternoon test knowing you're going to be up at like 5:30 a.m. in the morning and then just pacing up and down in your living room. Try and book it at a time you know works well for you. So if you're a morning person, book the first slot or book the mid-morning slot perhaps. If you don't get up till later in the morning, book an afternoon slot. But also the test location. Now, for most people, booking an area they're not familiar with just makes them more nervous and more likely to fail. However, we've got trainees who are from, say, Stoke and took their test, their Part 2 test across the country in Norwich and passed. So it doesn't mean you won't, but it does add to the pressure. So make that decision wisely. The second point then, time management. Use your time wisely. Make sure you arrive at the test centre in time to give yourself 10-15 minutes just to sit and relax and chill out and not worry about too much. Time management is also essential for the test because, you know, when the examiner says when it's safe to pull up, when it's safe to drive on, they're not saying do it now. So don't suddenly go, oh, I've got to go. He's not. He's saying when it is safe to drive on. So again, manage the time. Remember, the more time you're stuck at a junction or a roundabout and you genuinely can't go, the quicker that test time is actually going. Number 3, double check your essentials. Don't leave it till the morning of your test to try and find your driving license, your booking form, just in case. Make sure you've got it at least the day before. Remember, this is part of being able to stay calm and not panic, is thinking I've got everything prepared before I get there, rather than still going through the cupboard drawers at 3 a.m. in the morning desperately trying to find your driving license. Number 4, on the test itself, begin with confidence. You know, when the examiner says drive on, just sit there, take your time, go into gear, get the bite point, check your mirrors, the blind spot. Okay, now I'm ready. Then in effect, the test is waiting for you rather than you trying to keep up with the test. The next point, don't hesitate to ask for clarification. If you don't quite hear a command, you could say, sorry, did you say second exit or third exit? There's nothing wrong with that. It's when you say, is this the exit? Or you mean turn left here? That's where it becomes a problem. But if you're not sure of what the examiner has said, ask them to clarify, to repeat it. There is nothing wrong with that at all. Point number 6, stay positive throughout. Even if you make a mistake during the test, don't presume that you failed, because the examiner sometimes is looking at the overall picture. So if you've done something where they're thinking, well, actually, this is right at the beginning, is this nerves? Or do they normally drive like this? Then they have the latitude to ignore that or just mark it as a minor. And remember, you can get 6 driving faults and you still pass. So it doesn't matter if you make a mistake, just drive as if your test depends on it. Number 7, if you go the wrong way, don't panic. It's not a geography test. If you go the wrong way but do it safely, there isn't an issue. So if you're in the wrong lane and you realise the lane says go left only, and you think, oh no, he said go right second exit, not go left second exit. It doesn't matter. If you've got the time to do mirrors, signal, move across into the correct lane, great. If you don't have time, you just go, well, we're going left. What do you want me to do now? And the examiner will redirect you. If you're following the sat-nav will just tell you where to go. Very often it might say just turn around. So look for somewhere that is safe and convenient. Don't try and turn around at the first mini roundabout you come to, because if they're quite tight, you probably won't do it in one. So look for somewhere safe, do a turn in the road, do a reverse round the corner, whatever it takes, but don't worry just because it goes wrong. Our next point, mirrors. Mirrors, mirrors, mirrors. Make sure to look in your mirrors. You need to look in the mirror and assess, is there a vehicle there? Is there someone on an e-bike, an e-scooter coming up at 50, 60 miles an hour on the inside of me? Do I have enough time to turn before he gets to me? Is it better for me to just keep driving straight? Is it better to let him go up the inside of me and then turn afterwards if that's what he's going to do? You need to look, assess and decide. And just glancing at the side of your eye in your peripheral vision won't do it. So actually look in the mirrors before you make that decision. Look in the mirrors before you slow down, before you speed up. If you do an emergency stop, check all around and look in those mirrors for the best course of action to do before moving off. But move that head and actually look in them for definite. Our final point, practice. Practice your part 2 on every occasion. Your normal driving will be how you drive on the part 2. You can't have 2 different styles of driving, and if you do, it won't last for, at least an hour like the part 2 does. So if you get chance, film yourself and then watch it back. Even if you film yourself, put it dash mount on the windscreen, put your phone in, film yourself for 20 minutes and look, do I stay to the speed limits? What am I doing? Do I stay in lane around those roundabouts? Film yourself. Am I checking those mirrors? Or is it clear that I've kind of drifted off after about 10 minutes? If you've got a dash cam, use it. Look at the speed that you're doing. Remember, if the speed limit is 30 and you look down in your private practice and you're doing 34, 35, that would be it for your part 2. You need to be in that frame of mind where you're just driving to the part 2 standard all the time. That speed limit says 30. It does not say 30-ish. Yeah, if something is 30p in a shop, you go in, you pay 30p. You don't go, there you go, mate, there's 35. Same with the speed limit. Stick to it. Make sure that you know it and you're doing it if you're able to. So our bonus tip then, try and get part 2 training with an ADI trainer, preferably an audit trainer, who can assess you, can let you know what you need to work on, let you know the best course of action and how to do it. And then you know you're definitely on your way to passing the ADI Part 2 driving test. So my name's Chris from Driver Training. We hope this has helped you. Remember, drive well, keep safe, and we'll see you all again in our next video.